They have amazing figures starting at 20 million. Meet Canada's biggest new stars. The Real Housewives of Vancouver premieres April 4th.
And that's April 5th today, and it premiered last night, and you will have seen our next guest putting on a little bit of a swish soiree.
Yes.
Marika Palmer is joining us now.
And we just heard about the ratings for Vancouver, and they were 68% higher than the station had estimated, so it is officially a hit. Marika, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for coming today. So
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about your night last night. How did you celebrate the Housewives premiere?
We were at the Loden and walked into a full party in full swing with families, children, and all the housewives were there, and all the people from Lark. Fantastic to see them again.
Was it fun, or was there tension in the room? Because, of course, everyone's kind of watching it for the first time together. It was cool. And
oh, it was great. It was like one big happy family.
Put some champagne in the room and everybody's happy.
Yes, everyone's getting along.
Tell us about your involvement. How did you get involved in the show? You know a bunch of the girls, or?
I know all of the girls quite well, in fact, and of course I've gotten to know them better in this last year. And I was asked by Christina to host her birthday party, and which was the smartest thing that she could have ever done. She knew exactly who to go to.
You threw a good party.
Well, of course, and then having a little bit of Frank there helps. You know, any little bit of information that she could get from Frank was also useful.
Now, Marika, I know, because I've enjoyed lunch at your wonderful home, you don't kid around when you have a party. You're a little bit of a Martha Stewart. So how did you prepare? I mean, it was Christina's birthday. You've got cameras there.
Which birthday was it? Was it the...
It's the 30th.
This was the 30th birthday. Yes.
Yeah, so she
was
29, and then of course turned 30 through the.
So what kind of pressure was on you as the host for an event like this for the Real Housewives?
Well, for me, it's easy. I enjoy it, so it's just a process. As long as you're organized, you have some good help, and then you just count on, of course, the guest of honor who.
Was really late.
Made me a little nervous throughout, in fact, building up to the actual night.
And there was only one other thing that made you nervous, and you are unflappable when it comes to the kitchen, but when it comes to what to wear, you freak out.
Well, I had that. I did have a costume change halfway through.
I know, I love that.
Had to I actually planned that, but the tulle dress that I had on, and it was just wouldn't stay up, and I kept pulling it up.
Can't have that.
So I just
say it like it's a bad thing, Marika. That's all right. Oh, I can stay up.
Tugging at myself, I thought that's not going to look good.
So the costume change halfway through. What about watching it last night? Did you see the episode before it aired, or was last night the first?
No, I was blinded by what I saw, and I saw the earlier Eastern version time, which I was, thrilled, and then I got to watch it again.
Yeah. So the first time you watched it alone, and
no, we were in the same room all together at the party last night. So I have not been privileged to see anything until.
Were you a little
night.
nervous? Were you like, oh, please?
Well, I was more nervous for Frank. I was wondering what he would think. But there I was with my friend Kevin, and I looked great.
You certainly did.
He made me feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
And I found it very easy, in fact.
What was it like watching that? Because when it comes to reality shows, and the Housewives franchise specifically, they shoot everything, and you don't know what's going to end up on TV. What was it like for you when you knew your part was coming up? What was going through your head?
The pink curler. That was notorious, the pink curler. I think people have seen that in California, Whistler, Vancouver. I got in a car and drove with that thing once.
That's why I love you.
And I thought, oh, God, look at the guys looking at me over there. I goes, what's wrong with, the curler.
The curler.
So, there I was with the pink curler last night, and I thought, oh, no.
So funny. So I know you're not allowed to talk a ton about what else happens or what's coming up, but are we going to see you in future episodes? I mean, because you do know all these girls, you hang out with them, so are you involved in the season? Or how?
I hope so. I mean, I seemed like I did a lot of work, and I have been told, because I don't get a copy of the tape at any point in time. The Housewives do, of course. But I have been told that I'm in a few episodes coming up. Just
in
a little
Mexico?
smidge.
Maybe we
hope.
saw a little sneak peek.
Yes, that's another funny story.
Wait a second, the girls all go down to Mexico?
Well, we can't tell you what, but we did see it at the end of the episode, so we can say that maybe perhaps Marika might be there,
I'm
right?
hoping, yes.
I think taking everyone and moving them down to Mexico would just rip things up.
Just a little tequila.
Yeah, you know, and what wasn't all the housewives. So, and I was very fortunate to be invited to, it was for Mary's birthday, and I had the time of my life. We had a really great time for 4 days.
And Marika, you are friends with all 5 wives, and you managed to stay that way.
Well, I like to say that I've thought of this, the dividing rod. The person that kind of, you know, nurtures and sort of, I do listen to everybody. I listen to what everyone has to say, and I have to be careful not to repeat. Of course, they trip you up and want you to talk.
But that's no small feat when you're involved with, forget about the show, a group of friends like this and people who are really strongly opinionated to maintain that ability to be able to be friends with everybody.
I think I'm good at that naturally.
That says something
learn
about you.
from that,
Yeah,
Marika.
absolutely.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Marika is one of the many wonderful ladies that you can see on The Real Housewives of Vancouver, a bona fide hit as it premiered last night. You can go to the website of Slice to catch up on it in case you were one of the people that didn't watch.
Yes, we are going to take a break when we come back.